Hello and welcome to the Oh Yeah Help Me series. Today we will talk about how to successfully write a scholarship paper. Well, to begin, what is a scholarship? A scholarship is a financial award given to a student on the basis of academic achievement and promise. The great thing about a scholarship is that you don't have to pay it back. Writing a scholarship paper can be a daunting task, but it doesn't have to be that way. I remember when I was writing my first scholarship paper, I was like, oh my God, are you that man? I don't know what to do. Because someone helped me. I was like, oh yeah, help me. Somebody help me. And sometimes people just be like, nah, I can't help. Well, to begin how to write a scholarship paper, make sure that you do your research first on the scholarships out there. There are plenty of scholarships out there. You just have to go do the research yourself. Organizations such as the Hispanic Scholarship Fund or the Hispanic Associations of College Universities, also known as HACU, offer scholarships. They offer the links and they offer for the scholarships. So make sure you go check out those organizations or other ones out there. You can Google them or Bing it or whatever it may be, but go research those scholarships. And when you do, look at the deadlines and make sure you meet them ahead of time. You don't want to wait until the last minute. Also, a majority of scholarships, if not all, ask for letters of recommendation. Make sure that when you go out and ask for letters of recommendation, you don't wait until the last minute. Go ahead of time. Do it at least a month and ahead of time, and so that person or the people who are writing the letters of recommendation for you know ahead of time, and also tell them what they have to write about, and that let them know whether they have to mail it in or whether they give it to you so you can mail it in. So you want to make sure that you let them know ahead of time, and make sure that that individual or individuals know you very well and they can write great things about you, more than one or two sentences. You don't want someone who's just going to write one or two sentences, because a lot of these scholarships now look at the letters of recommendation, and that's maybe the determination of you of whether you can win that scholarship or not. So make sure you do that ahead of time and make sure it's someone that knows you very well. After you do that, it's time to start writing the scholarship paper. Look at the questions and break it down. Break it down to an outline form, so you don't get all frustrated trying to write this whole page or paragraph or 500 words or whatever it may be. Break it down to an outline form. Also, if a question asks you, write a personal statement about yourself. You want to make sure you find a unique story about yourself that you can write into it. An example is I was helping a friend with one of these, and the unique story about himself was he studied abroad in South Korea for an entire year. That was something unique about himself, and I said, bro, you got to write about this story about South Korea. You just can't have it in the paper, like in the middle of the paper in just two sentences. You have to expand upon this. Because I told them, listen, if you keep, writing about this, you're a first generation college student, the entire paper, the reader's probably reading the same thing from all the other applicants. I was a first generation college student. There are hundreds and thousands of other young Latinos who are first generation college students. It's not really unique anymore because now more of us are going to college. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but I'm just saying that's not very unique anymore. You have to find a uniqueness. So I told them, expand upon your South Korean experience and why it made you different, and just highlight upon that. So make sure you find that unique story about yourself. After you've done that, make sure that you revise that paper. Go to a writing workshop. Go to the tutors on your campus. Make sure that they look at it at least twice to make sure that you catch errors, grammar errors, and make sure that the sentences flow correctly, and make sure that you answer the questions being asked. Once you do that, revise it again and look over it and make sure the letters of recommendation have been sent out, and just send out the scholarship. If you don't get it the first time, don't worry. There have been plenty of times where I didn't get the scholarship the first time and it took me more than one try to get it. So make sure that you keep applying to get it. Remember, no means yes. You just have to keep trying one more time, again and again and again. So make sure that you do your research, you get your letters of recommendation ahead of time, you write an outline form, you make sure you find a unique story about yourself, and make sure that you revise. Make sure you check out www.ohyehelpme.net for the resources and the guidelines about how to successfully write a scholarship. Also, follow us on Twitter at ohyehelpme. Thank you, and tune in for next time.